Once, there was a big monastery where 500 monks lived. They were all practicing the path of self remembering under their master. One day, a man went to a monastery to become a disciple. The master accepted him as a disciple, but because he was a simple, uneducated man from the village, the master gave him the job of rice cleaning in the kitchen. The monastery kitchen was big. The poor man used to wake up before sunrise and would go late into the night doing his work of cleaning rice. He had no time left to attend sermons, prayers, read scriptures, or listen to wise talks. All the monks at the monastery were great scholars and were known all over the country. 20 years passed. The poor man continued just cleaning rice, doing nothing else. In all these years, he even forgot to count years, days, and dates, and even became suspicious of his own name, because for 20 years nobody had said his name or called him by his name. For the whole 20 years, he did only one small thing: cleaning rice for the monastery kitchen. One day, the master of the monastery declared that it was the time for him to leave the body. It was time for him to choose his successor. He said, "Anybody who thinks that he has succeeded in self-remembering should write on the wall of my hut an insight which shows he had seen the truth." Some scholars wrote, but no one signed. None of them had the courage to sign their names out of fear of what if their master wouldn't like it. This went on for days. Daily, the master would erase messages saying, "Find out that person who spoiled my wall." One day, the master erased the message and said, "None of you have come to the point of self-remembering. You all have been feeding your ego in the name of self. I reminded you again and again that having a big ego is a joy. Now I will have to find a person myself." In the middle of the night, the master went to the man who had been cleaning rice for 20 years. For 20 years, the master had not seen him. The master woke him up, because in 20 years, he had just seen him once for a few seconds when he was initiated. The man asked the master, "Who are you? Why are you disturbing my sleep?" The master said, "I am your master. Have you forgotten? What's your name?" The man replied, "This is difficult. The work you have given me is such that it needs no name, no fame, and no austerities. It is so simple that I have forgotten everything. I don't remember my name. A few names come to my mind, but I cannot decide which is mine. But I am grateful to you." He touched his master's feet for blessings. Seeing his master after so long, he thought maybe there was a complaint with his work or something was wrong. He said, "Please don't change my job. I have forgotten everything, but I have also achieved everything. Now I know the peace that I had never dreamed of, a silence that no words can express. I have experienced such ecstasy that even if I died right now, I wouldn't complain that life hadn't been fair to me. It has given me more than I was worthy of. Please don't change my job. I am doing it perfectly well. Has somebody complained about my work?" The master smiled and said, "No, nobody has complained. But still, your job has to be changed, because I am choosing you as my successor." The man hesitantly replied, "But I am only a rice cleaner. I don't know anything about being a master or a disciple. Please forgive me, but I can't be your successor. I cannot handle such a big job." The master still insisted, "You have achieved what others have been trying to achieve but have failed. You have achieved it because you are not trying. You are simply doing your work." Slowly, there was no need for thinking, emotions, anger, fight, compassion, ambition. Your ego died, and with it, your name died. You are not born with a name. It is the ego that is given a name. That is the beginning of the ego. With the death of the ego, you even forgot your own master, because it was the ego that brought you to me. You are absolutely the right person to take my robe, hat, and sword, which I always carry with me and was given to me by my master. But remember one thing: take them and escape from this monastery as far as you can, because if you stay here, your life will be in danger." All these egoists will kill you. You are so simple and you have become so innocent that if they ask you for the robe, the sword, or the cap, you will give them. So simply take them and go as far as you can into the mountain. Soon, people will start arriving at you, just as bees starting find their way toward flowers when they blossom. Because you have blossomed, you need not to worry about the disciples. You simply remain silently in a faraway place. People will come to you. The man replied, "But I have received no teaching and I don't know what to teach them." The master said, "Just teach them to do things silently, peacefully, without any ambition, without any motivation to gain something in this world or in the other world, so that you can become innocent like a child." Thank you for watching. Stay happy and stay blessed.